state. Here's another story. More than 22 police officers were injured during violent clashes in Brixton after a large music event got out of control.
The police are getting run out of end. The police are getting run. We mustn't get scooters. The police are getting run out of end.
That was a snippet from the scenes from last night, which has since been shared widely across social platforms. The police are getting run out. Footage shows a number of police vehicles being smashed, officers being chased by a large crowd and pelted with bottles. In one video, a man can be heard yelling at the police officers to back up as he confronts them with what appears to be a sword. The Home Secretary, Priti Patel, responded by describing the events as utterly vile scenes. 4 people were arrested for assault and public order offences. Ken Marsh is the chair of the Metropolitan Police Federation. Afternoon to you, Ken. I mean, this is distressing stuff. This story has largely stayed hidden away from the news agenda for the last 12 hours for whatever reason, but more of your members, it seems, getting injured here.
Good afternoon, Ian. Yeah, it's yet again violence towards my colleagues. It seems to be a daily thing now that my colleagues are being subjected to this sort of just outrageous violence and very serious violence. Let's not decry this. 30 officers injured, but a few of them very seriously. It just baffles me as to where we are now and how people think this is the way forward.
Dare I say it, Ken, but there seemed to be what I thought disturbing, and I know I'm only looking at video footage, and if we were at a court of law, they would say, well, never look at something from just one angle, etc. But from what I was looking at, there seemed to be a new sense of permission from some of these people protesting. It was almost as if recent events had said, no, you can go ahead and say what you like to the police now. The rules have all changed. Yeah,
it does appear that it seems to be the same big wheel going round every day now. And I know the Home Secretary makes herself vocal most days, but I'd like to see people across the whole board, that's senior police officers, that's MPs, everyone, condemning what's taking place with the highest gravity and start talking about how they're going to protect my colleagues, because there clearly is no protection at the moment for them, where people think that it's fair game just to wrap table legs around their heads, etc. This is just bonkers. We were called there by members of the public. There's all this video nonsense out there that we were ran out of town for just trotting along. We are police officers. We're there to protect the law, and that's what we were trying to do.
Yeah, it's as simple as that, isn't it? I mean, it's not a good message either. We're in at the moment somewhat of a recruitment drive for the police. I mean, certainly those gates have partially reopened at least. And, this doesn't bode very well if you're looking at people wanting to join the police force, and this is the kind of scenes they're seeing.
Well, absolutely, but I have to say that the camaraderie and the togetherness within the police family is some of the best I've seen in recent years. It's absolutely superb. We have come together as one and are really united in how we're trying to go forward in fairness and policing.
One of the reports in terms of police getting injured that I was looking at, I was trying to source it a little earlier, but says that over the last few weeks, up to 250 police officers have been injured on duty in various ways and capacities, riots and protests and the like. I mean, this is a very serious number now. We're not talking about a couple. 250?
Absolutely. I mean, I made that point because obviously there's 43 forces. I know we're the largest one, but it's disproportionate across the country in terms of how many officers are being injured. We are sustaining huge amounts of injuries towards my colleagues, very serious injuries. And, this is in the space of 2 or 3 weeks. If you take this through the summer period, you're going to see up to 3,000-4,000 police officers injured. This is just... I've never heard of this. It's just ridiculous, beyond ridiculous.
It's out of control, it seems. Ken, thank you. Ken Marsh is chair of the Met Police Federation.